Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Something Original podcast. I am America's favorite disembodied voice behind the camera, and with me, my two lovely, sexy hosts.
Chase.
And I am Gannon, as always.
Gannon, dude, you're looking better.
Thank you, man.
Showing off the true beauty, I see.
I appreciate that,
dude.
man.
We can actually see you now.
I know.
I'm not in the dark. We're here.
He's wearing a Bengal shirt.
You know how we do. You know how we do.
Who day?
Any other sports team on here? Probably not. It's the only team I really know about.
Ohio State? You're not.
I'm not super hip. I watch when it's on, but I'm not super hip. I'm not going out my way. Which kind of.
You're not. You don't care? I feel like I care more about Ohio State.
Most of the time I was working on Sunday, so it's just like I didn't have like the passion for it when I would just walk by and see the scores. Or Saturdays, or like walking
Still
by.
a true Ohio fan,
Yeah, man.
OH.
IO.
IO.
Thank you, Adrian, for that. That was awesome.
Adrian, the non-native out here.
Yeah, comes out from Kentucky.
Oh. Even worse, Florida.
Huh?
I said even worse, Florida.
Yeah.
Florida. I mean, I think I talked about it on the podcast, but Ohio is everywhere. Florida is just Ohio, but with a beach.
Mm.
Colorado is just Ohio with mountains.
Mm.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
It's all land.
Yeah, California is Ohio.
I feel like California is Ohio, but with influence or culture
And a drought.
Yeah. There's a place
and a drought. Yeah, and a fault.
There's a place out in California. I'm trying to remember the town name. It reminded me of Ohio, but with sand. Like it was just, all the houses looked like they were made from sand, bro. It was like a town outside of.
Do you know what general area?
Bakersfield?
No, definitely not Bakersfield.
El something.
El Centro?
El Centro. Nailed it.
In the middle of the fucking desert city. Ew.
It is. It's like weirdly cool in a way. Well, I guess if you don't live there. I heard if you live there, it's not great at all. But.
Oh, yeah. I've heard.
Yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't be.
Have you guys ever heard of those European foreigners who come from like Holland and shit, like countries that are absolutely flat, and they come to like the Midwest or like California or something, and they like are absolutely terrified on like the smallest hills because like they don't have any elevation. It's just all flat.
Who don't?
It's hilarious.
We'll just go to Kansas. Just tell them to go to Kansas. And
is Kansas flat?
Yeah, or Arkansas.
Oh, yeah. Or Arkansas. Hold on, no. Like serious note, it should be pronounced Arkansas, right?
No.
Yes, absolutely. Like, why is it Arkansas when it's literally just AR Kansas?
It should be Arkansas and Kensaw. That's what I think. I think we should change Kansas to Kensaw.
No, that doesn't make sense because it has an A. It would be K-E-N if it was Kensaw, right?
Well, that's just how the dice rolls.
Kansas.
No, I think it should be called Ark.
Kansas.
Feisty.
I think it should be called Ark. That'd be cool. Imagine that. Hello, guys.
If you could
Welcome to Ark.
You know what I'm always confused by?
What?
Why do we have a regular Virginia and then a West Virginia and then a North and a South Dakota? They're all separate states. Like, there's why?
And North and South Carolina.
Yeah, that too. Like, why?
I think at one point they were all like, it was like obviously North and South Carolina. They were whoever named their state first. It was just Carolina, but then whoever came second was like, oh, we also want to be Carolina.
I wonder
because they were
what's
from Carolina initially, so they were like, let's just be South Carolina, and then to stop the confusion, it was North Carolina. And I think it was the same thing. Like Virginia was one state, it was all one state, and then they had to split it up, so West Virginia became West Virginia, and Virginia just became Virginia. Same with North and South Dakota, I believe.
So, what where the names come from, though?
Usually names for the most part.
Yeah.
I would guess names. Yes, thank you, Adrian, once again for being useful.
Well, I believe a lot of them came from like Native American culture, right? Like Ohio is like a native.
That's
term,
that's what is like
a native word.
the Midwestern states for the most part. But like all like the original 13 colonies were usually named after like the biggest like prominent figure that took leadership in that first settlement and drew the outlines for the state, for the colony, and was like, this is going to be fucking Massachusetts,
like the Duke of York. That's why New York is named that. Boston, I'm pretty sure, or New England. What else? Virginia was another one. But yeah, once you got farther west, you started to mingle with the Native American population, and you started, hey man, that sounds pretty sick. Ohio, let's name our state that.
OH.
IO.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not some circus clown peasant.
I'm not conforming to the mainstream word jumble, word salad.
Yes, I also like salad.
I said it before, but explain why you're wearing your glasses again.
So the reason why I'm wearing these glasses is because the new ring light I have in, it is very bright. I bought it for cutting hair, so it's already supposed to be a light that cuts through bright lights as it is. And I don't have bright lights in here, so it is just straight to the face. It is like opening up the Lost Ark, and it's just vaporizing my face. Another Indiana Jones reference also there for you. Bang.
We're just on a roll.
Yes, sir.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, the best.
Yeah. I think Temple of Doom was pretty...
The Temple of Doom? Was that the newest one?
No. That's the one with the... He had like the heart. He pulls that heart out.
Is that the one with Short Round?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, yeah, then I concur.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's just a classic, like.
It is a classic.
Temple of Doom.
Because it's the first one.
Kalima.
Yes. I was trying to think of what the chant they did was, but we figured it out. Thank
you. I can't remember that one for some reason. I just remember the first one. I know I watched them all.
Well, this could be kind of a segue into the topic that I have. Actually,
lay it on us, big boy.
So, did you guys hear about that?
No.
Satanic festival they had down in Brazil? Have you heard about this? The Demon Festival, where they had giant parade of demons, and you can look at this up. It's a real thing. They did this giant event for it. Like they had a mockery of Jesus being dragged through the street by a demon, and like he was being beaten. And the next day, Brazil is now flooded, and like they're like you could look up this video. It's like it's a real thing. The next day, this happens.
Sounds like poor planning.
I mean, it's like they just did not check the weather, did they?
Yeah. Like, wow, we should have saw this catastrophe coming.
Yeah, that's crazy though. I didn't hear about that. But I heard there is a bunch of crazy weather going on right now.
Oh yeah.
Do you think JC's finally getting a little restless up there?
Definitely. I think.
You think?
Maybe, yeah.
I think it's I think it's more climate change, because we kind of were expecting a lot more crazy stuff to be going on later. I think we already passed like a point of no return. Like we hit like a 1.5 overall warming point, and that scientists have said like once we pass that line, it's we're kind of done for.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it.
So hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your grandma.
Fuck it, we ball. You know what I mean? Does that mean we're getting pretty close to post-apocalypse?
I think we're kind of starting to see, because
do we finally get to circle back to Warlord Gannon?
You about it?
If it's the apocalypse, hopefully I'll be gone.
What do you mean?
I'm just hoping and praying.
You'll be gone?
Yeah.
Like, what you mean? Like rapture gone, or
like rapture gone? Hopefully.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully.
I'll be gone too, but not like that. I'll be gone mentally. Like I'll just go crazy.
I think apocalypse-wise, I think the best plan. No one steal my idea. I think we already talked about it, but if the apocalypse does happen, like shit just hits the fan. Like there's no more laws. Like everybody's kind of fending for themselves. The best course of action is to just go north, find a secluded place north, because everybody would be trying to go to the equator or something.
Yeah, we talked about this on the Warlord Gannon episode.
Yeah. And just finding a secluded place to be able to just be able to try and live off of like the wildlife there, because I feel like it will get warmer eventually. If climate catastrophe happens, it'll just get warmer, and the ice caps will melt, which will be bad for people in the north, but I think it'll be livable for sure. That's my best plan of action. I'm gonna live, dude. I'm not going out like a person.
Like a cool person?
Like a lame person.
Oh.
I'm living.
Oh. I was thinking the lame one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will repeat my sentiment. I'm going Mad Max style in this bitch.
You were also talking about doming Bezos to get a shot in the shuttle, right?
Oh yeah, I'll suck some dick just to fucking live. You know what I mean?
I'm not going that far,
Present the two options to anyone. You either die with Earth, or you can, go into space and live
long enough to see yourself become. No, I'm just
if to live to your natural end, you gotta suck some dick. Hey, that's a trade-off from dying.
I think this is kind of like conspiracy talk a little bit, but with how bad things are getting right now, with like wealth inequality, the housing crisis, jobs, and just the well-being of humanity right now, and the fact that like no sensible world government is stepping in and being like, hey, let's try and address these things for the people. The fact that they're just ignoring it, I feel like that's a sign that they know something's gonna go down, and they're just trying to get ahead of it themselves and not worry about us and worry about themselves.
Yeah, what do you expect from politicians and world leaders?
Politics.
Yeah.
They don't actually care about the people.
No, not anymore. I feel like there was a point, but now there's
Bernie Sanders cares.
Yeah,
maybe not.
Maybe back in.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like how. I hate to say it, but Bernie Sanders isn't going to live for another, 15 years, I bet, it.
Oh, yeah, no, I know, he's old. He's pretty fucking old.
He's old, but I just feel like there's going to be a point where, the people are just going to be, fed up, and it'll be when the world starts to crumble and fall apart, where I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm not advocating for people to do this, but heads are going to be coming off. French Revolution style.
French aren't always winners. So.
Well, they chopped the heads off a lot of people, a lot of powerful people
They make
back in
good
the
bread.
day. And they smoke cigarettes a lot, and the place smells like pee, I've heard. Did you know Paris smells like pee?
Oh, that's like New Jersey.
Hey, no.
Hey, it's Eiffel
Hey.
Tower.
Hey, I'm
Hey.
walking here.
Is that New York or it's Jersey?
Jersey, New
Oh,
York, it's kind of,
crikey.
accents are
What?
kind of similar. New Jersey, you know. Man, let's switch over to something
But
less
I'm still
dark, you know. It's very
well.
depressing.
I'm still advocating for like a what's it called, a solar punk world
Cyberpunk.
where we can no solar punk. Fuck cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is the opposite. Cyberpunk is the course we would be going down. Solar punk is where you weren't here when we showed the video. I shared a video of like this artist's depiction of what solar punk could be, and it's just like it's a very look up the video. It's like called Dear Alice, Adrian, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just like a lot of really cool futuristic, like earthy green.
Ooh, I do love the
like
green
environment, and it's like in an anime style of like animation, so it's just cool. It's cool aesthetic, and like and it's a very achievable thing we could all prosper from. That's the world I'm looking towards,
Hopefully.
And I heard like Neil deGrasse Tyson, because we were talking about like having a water shortage and stuff, and I heard him talking about, because we 70% of our planet is covered with water, but it's salt water and we can't drink it. There are processes of like filtering out the salt and being able to drink the salt water.
I said this like 3 episodes ago that we should do this and that it's possible.
And his thing was like, yeah, it's possible, but no one's been able to profit off of it yet. So that's why it hasn't been done. There's no way to profit off it because there's so much water. It would be like a negative net gain for the company that does that.
Why do we care about
They
profits?
just want to be able to profit off it.
When they can,
Well, that's the thing, because we live in the capitalist society where if you want to do anything, you need to make a profit. And if you don't make a profit, then what's the point of doing that? That's why we have solar. That's why solar power isn't really starting to get mainstream, because people know that the more solar power technology out there, there will be so much energy that comes in, they'll have to start. They won't be able to profit because there will just be so much. There will be a surplus of energy.
Maybe if we didn't make surviving a commodity, it wouldn't be a problem. Good job,
We're all starting
America.
to get on the same page. We are all starting to realize. That's why off the guy that made the fucking water power car. That's a very sustainable way of transportation, and you don't have to pay the gas companies off that guy, and made to where that's not going to be a reality for probably another 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
What if it's actually not a conspiracy with that, and he just like died in like one of the most comedically unnatural ways randomly, and it's just never got reported? Like he was just like walking down the street and a fucking piano fell on him.
Well, they had this story. He went to a Cracker Barrel for some reason to meet with investors with his brother, and the investors poisoned his drink. He took a sip of his drink, and immediately he like grabbed his neck. He ran out the door, and his brother followed him. And I get the last words his brother said to him, or the guy said to his brother, was like, "They poisoned me."
Or it was the brother. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, then like they painted the brother as like insane and like suicidal and like not, or they planted a bunch of or sorry, I'll bleep that, CP on his computer and tried to put him in jail, but obviously he was able to beat the charges actually, which is crazy.
Fun
it's
fact.
Usually like shit like that.
Fun fact.
No, go ahead.
All Illuminati meetings happen in or under a Cracker Barrel.
That's under Denver.
Oh, the airport?
Yeah.
It's sketch, dude.
Such a random location. You know?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of yeah.
I always felt like it'd be
there's a lot of like military bases here and stuff, so it's like it makes sense. I feel like it's like very secluded too, because it's like away from a lot of major cities and stuff. A lot of like our nuclear silos are in Colorado, I believe, too. That's where we launched the nukes from.
I wonder what's going on there.
It's dude, it's so sketch. The fucking blue horse that you see when you arrive at the airport. The guy, have you guys ever seen that horse? Mm-hmm. Where it's like
I've seen the video.
It's glowing, the red eyes are glowing and stuff. The sculptor, the guy who was making it, died in the process of making that. The horse fell on him, so people think the sculpture's cursed, which adds to the whole like conspiracy with the Denver airport. And the sculptor's brother took over the project, and he confirmed that he never put any LEDs in the eyes to make it glow, and it just glows like that. But no one's ever been able to like confirm it. No, but you can't like get up to it to see if it's actually like glowing with lights and stuff. It's just a demonic horse.
Spooky.
I had one of those in Skyrim.
All right. I got a one of those death bird horses in
Thestral.
Hogwarts. Yeah.
Oh, such a fun game.
I like the shiny version of it.
Oh yeah, there's shiny versions of the fucking.
It's like it's white.
I haven't gotten any of the like horses. Is there any like? I've met a hippogriff, but I haven't like been able to ride it yet.
You're pretty far behind, Adrian.
Well, because when I started,
I'm very far behind.
I spent so much time running just around Hogwarts, finding as many secrets and shit as I could. Like, I spent a lot of time just exploring shit. Like, I already have the level 3 Alohomora, and I just got it.
Wow. Like, I don't have that yet. I just have the level 1. I don't want to do those. I don't want to do the fucking...
Sneaking around is so much fun, too. I upgraded my stealth fully, so...
I like blasting people. I got Crucio. Haven't used it yet. I'm scared. I don't know which path I want to go down as a wizard yet.
I'm gonna learn them, but I'm not gonna use them. You know.
I learned it, but I'm a little hesitant.
I actually had pulled out a dope combo playing the game. I like snuck up and like petrified these 2 goblins, and there was one up top that I knew was gonna see me. So like I pulled it, and then I smacked it into the ground, and I launched it into a wall. I killed it.
The best combo I have is like Accio, where you pull them in, Infurio. You hit him a couple times, then Infurio, and then Crucio, and then not Crucio.
Confringo.
The other fire Configuro.
Confringo.
And then Confringo, and then it blasts them away. I think I might change it out with Bombarda because I just got that too.
Oh, I haven't gotten that yet.
Bombarda.
Yeah, and you've been pretty quiet over there.
He's just trying to. He's doing his whole like security guard thing. He's just looking over the club, and he's just like.
I was just listening.
Security guard at a daycare.
I also was thinking because to get away, I think the best route, I think Harry Potter in general should take, or Hogwarts Legacy or whatever. To get away from JK, because you know how you have all those other wizarding schools besides Hogwarts, outside of Hogwarts? There's one in America that is never taught. It's brought up in the book, I guess, once.
Yeah, you know how many times that school would get shot up, though?
That would be the joke, but I feel like that's a good way, because that's how Star Wars kind of goes out of their way with like George Lucas. They write like their own fan stuff, and then sometimes that can get adapted canonically. I feel like the best route to go away from J.K. Rowling is to have a fan write the American Hogwarts type beat.
Wow, look at that. Just an American saying, hey, let America have it. Let America just take it.
Well, she fucked up.
To say.
She shot herself in the foot.
I mean, we did it with The Office, so...
We did take it. We did make The Office 20, 30, 40 times better than the UK version.
That's true.
But then, and I don't want anybody in the comment.
Think of Kingsman, they made the second one where then they go over to America, and I'm like,
well, it would still have the same like Hogwarts-esque theme, you know, because it would be secluded. It would be like in a hidden place. Everybody would congregate to this one school. They would obviously need metal detectors to get the guns out, but they would, you know, it would still be like a wizarding school, you know, and you can have your own, your whole new like wizarding houses and stuff. I think that'd be a cool path to go down, and that way you can kind of further yourself away from J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. Or we could do the Japanese version.
They do have their own wizarding school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of American names for like Harry Potter style, like Adam Stone and the sorcerer gets stoned, or Adam Stone in the Chamber of Racial Inequality. You know?
Oh, right. This kind
It'd be like Jim Crow was like one of the dark wizards of the American Wizarding School or some shit.
U.S. Grant.
Ulysses S. Grant, yeah. Or like MLK was one, or Abraham. It would be like the Illuminati could be like the dark wizarding like society of the American Hogwarts, like, you know.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Over-Policing.
Damn. Or wouldn't it be the Prisoner of Guantanamo Bay? Or Rikers Island.
The Prisoner of Alcatraz.
Damn. America's fucked.
Yeah.
Instead of Quidditch, it would just be
kind of
miniature NASCAR or some shit.
I feel like Quidditch would still be around because they have the World Cup, you know.
Nah, they would Americanize it like helmets and no brooms and.
Yeah, or with brooms, right? But they're Swiffer wet jets.
Instead of brooms, it's Dyson vacuums.
Yeah, exactly. You look up into the sky, all you hear is...
My vacuum's got a VTEC.
I got a Hellcat.
Did you engine swap your vacuum, bro?
You took the exhaust off, bro. Like
start shooting fire.
Everybody's like looking up, like gunshots. Like, oh fuck, dude! I thought we were out of Detroit.
Yeah, dude. Nope, I just slammed the turbo in my fucking Dyson. You want to see how fucking...
Subject change. We're moving on.
Has been changed. Adrian, you are now late joke. Not cool.
You are now late to the joke. Sorry.
Whatever. You guys want another fun fact?
What?
If the atmosphere, like the weather, is hot enough, bees will ejaculate themselves and basically explode and die.
Like Mr. Meeseeks?
Kind of. They would just, if they ejaculate and it's hot enough, they die.
Right.
Ejac into death.
What is... What happened to
Who is?
you, bro? Get out.
Who hurt you? Oh, you said you were supposed to get even worse this episode, but honestly, you've been kind of tame.
It's getting bad. It's getting there.
I learned that.
Well, I mean, this is the first one.
Where did you hear this at, Adrian?
I heard it from Theo Vaughn. If obviously.
Oh, okay.
I keep seeing
that's
more
a
videos
very
of him.
credible source.
Actually, he was on the Joe Rogan Experience, and he had my other.
This is a cesspool of great sources.
He had him look it up, and it was true. It's in like 107-degree weather or something like that. They'll just.
I think the habits of the praying mantis is pretty nuts with that. Nuts, get it, Adrian?
Ejac.
I saw a video of this guy. He's like, every time I see a praying mantis, I always like to dip him in water. Because 98% of the time, they have these worm infestations inside them.
Oh.
And he dipped one in water, and it was like these hair worms started coming out of the praying mantis. And it was like a lot. They looked like little strands of hair just coming out of this praying mantis, and you see the mantis trying to run away from the worm as it's coming out, and the worm is trying to get back inside of the praying mantis, and the praying mantis is fighting it off as it's coming out, and it's just trying to run away from it.
That sounds terrible.
That's disgusting.
That sounds terrible.
That's disgusting.
Did you guys hear about that new fact with kangaroos? Apparently they'll sit in like little lakes and stuff and try to lure people into rescuing them, and then they'll basically hold them under the water and drown them.
Wait,
or animals too.
What is this?
Kangaroos. They do in like Australia. They'll but the thing is they'll sit and they'll try to like fake being distressed in the water to like, because they don't have any natural predators, so they just they're unleashed in the wild. They can do whatever they want.
So they're just doing it for funsies?
Yeah, basically.
They're just like, hey, the past time I'm going to go kill some kids. You want to come?
But the funniest part about that is that they try to fake being distressed, but they don't look distressed. They're just standing still with their head and like top of their shoulders above the water, just staring. And it's very menacing.
That's amazing.
I feel like they'll get good, though. They'll start being like, kicking underwater and stuff, being like,
What if kangaroos were the first creatures to like evolve, and the next thing you know, they have like ninja groups where they just run out and they just grab humans by like they grab like they're like a group of like 5 of them, and I'm talking like those big ones, right? Come out there, grab a dude, run down to the forest, dunk him underwater, and this is like the new thing they do. That would be
kangaroos
something.
are domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
Actually, remember that episode where we talked about like if we can have an army of animals? I'm changing mine from honey badger to kangaroos.
Okay.
Do you guys think kangaroos would be like the next step that could try and take over like humans as the top of the food chain? Or do you think it's still like chimpanzees?
No, because like kangaroos, they're dangerous, but like ultimately, if we had to fight kangaroos, they have
to be intelligent.
Many weapons.
Like they have to be like on the same spectrum as like chimpanzees. That like if they like that, we could train them.
Oh god, that'd be scary.
Planet of the Roos.
We train dolphins to do shit like that for us. Yeah. For the Navy, I've heard. I think we talked about it, like how we train dolphins to look for underwater bombs and stuff.
I would train actually a bunch of elephants because they're also hyper intelligent like dolphins.
Yeah, but they're slow. I feel like their mobility wouldn't be like effective.
I mean,
they're on the verge of extinction too because of poachers.
If you had a big group of them, I don't think speed would be a concern, and I don't think they're too like. This is my job. Let me look this.
They're close. I know they're like at risk for being put on the endangered species list because it was the poachers were just getting crazy for their like tusks and stuff. They were like making stuff with that, and rhinos too. Rhinos were starting to get bad.
African elephants can run up to speeds of 25 miles per hour.
So can I.
So faster than most humans.
I feel like my top speed is like 21 miles
That
an hour.
is nope. There's NFL players running 4.3, 4.4 40-yard dashes who max out at a top speed of like 21 miles an hour with pads and everything.
I went through a speed tester thing and going fast, running, and I hit like 19, I believe. Maybe it fucked up. I don't know. Maybe they saw a bird fly by, but I ran through it. Sorry, my cat's going fucking nuts.
Yeah, I had a bad race once, and I got 40 miles per hour. I think it was something slight like that.
Yeah. Nothing major.
I tripped.
A bad race.
I tripped at one point, and then got back up, started running again.
So what's a good race?
Good race. We're just
not white people.
65 miles per hour, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, anyways, my topic. I learned that NASA found these like 6 stars that they discovered like a couple decades ago or whatever. What's a decade? Is that 10 years? Yeah. Like a couple decades ago. They saw these stars kind of just fade away, so they thought, okay, they may have like just went out or went and like became like what are they, white dwarfs or something? Where they just don't emit light, but they're still there technically. Something like that. They thought they all kind of went away. They thought they all burned out, and they're all in like the same kind of cluster in the galaxy or whatever they're in. And they recently saw that they came back alive. They came back. They checked that area again. They were like, oh, they're emitting light again. That's crazy. And scientists believe that's the best evidence that we have for Dyson spheres. If you don't know what a Dyson sphere is, we kind of talked about the Kardashev scale a couple podcasts ago with the civilization tiers. And that's a sign of a tier 3 civilization where these civilizations are taking... It's actually
level 3, not tier 3.
Okay, God, this guy, grammar guy out here, grammar police.
You mean semantics?
A level 3 civilization are harvesting the power of the star. So it's essentially like rings around the star to harvest the energy of that star and power whatever they're trying to power. And if that's true, that's fucking insane, because that just is like, that's out there. And if they come to us, they're probably their first fucking, they're not worried if we're here. They're probably just worried about our fucking planet, and
they probably don't have capitalism on that planet.
They probably just have a collective mind.
I actually learned something about the like just the math behind the possibility of life. In everywhere else in space, there's like a 0.0000001% chance of there being life in a galaxy. But with trillions of galaxies that we know exist, that means there's a possibility of like billions of galaxies out there having life.
Yeah. So I know what you're saying. It's like, it's such a small possibility to have life, but since the
universe is
so fucking huge, it's like the possibility it could be like trillions of, hundreds of trillions of possible life out there. And I think that's the reason why we haven't like been visited yet, technically, like very publicly with aliens, because we're probably the only like habitable area in the universe for like hundreds of billions of light years. I don't know, but like, yeah.
If we ever
we're so spread out from the next habitable area of the universe.
If we ever get visited by like, extraterrestrials or whatever you want, other life forms, I vote that we either have Jack Black or Eric Andre be the ones to fill them in about Earth.
I feel like we're just living in Jack Black's world. I saw somebody say that, and I was like, it's kind of true. I saw a video of him, like, just recently. He's just living his life, and people are coming up to him like, you're Jack Black. He's literally like a fucking god to these people. And I get it, because Jack Black is fucking cool. He's a panda kung fu master.
He is indeed.
Oh, he's a kung fu panda.
No, he's a panda kung fu.
Did you guys hear about Gary Rossington?
No. Who?
R.I.P. He was the last surviving member, or last surviving original band member of Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Oh, wow.
And he just passed away today.
Damn.
So, officially,
how many
Lynyrd Skynyrd?
How many Beatles are left?
2.
McCartney,
Paul
right?
McCartney and Ringo.
Yeah, Paul McCartney and
Ringo Starr.
Oh.
Huh. And there's John Lennon and then the other guy.
Yeah, he died a while ago.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The other guy.
It wasn't. I saw this. I saw Bill Burr talking about him and like his girlfriend. What was his girlfriend's name, or his wife?
Oh,
Yoko Ono.
Yeah, Yoko Ono.
Yeah, and they were like, him and this other really famous musician like did a collab. It was like a TV special, and they were just going in like, like it was like history in the making, like what they were doing, and it was all being televised. And then John Lennon's girlfriend or wife at the time, she was also on the camera, and she was just told to be in the back, but she grabbed like one of those, what's it called where you clap and it shakes, a fucking
Maraca.
No, it's not a maraca, but it's like a drum, and you clap it.
Like a bongo?
And no, it's not a bongo. It's like, I don't know. But she grabbed one of those, and she just starts screaming in the mic in the middle of them performing this legendary song, this legendary collaboration. There's a video of it out there, and she just starts yelling and screaming into the mic, and just completely throwing everything off track. And it's like it becomes one of the most like cringiest things, other than like being the most historical things that the Beatles and this other guy did. And that's why she like became one of the most hated people. She's the reason why like the Beatles like had a big downfall, is what a lot of people think.
Is Yoko Ono? I don't think she's still alive, is she?
I think she is. I think she does something. There's also like Courtney Love. Wasn't she married to Kurt Cobain?
Yes.
She is also like, I guess there's a conspiracy that people think that she was the one that killed Kurt Cobain.
It was the government.
It was the government. But her and Yuno, is that her name? Yuno Oko?
Mm-hmm.
They like are hanging out all the time. So people are like, oh my god, they're like the two of the worst people to be hanging out.
Who, Courtney Love and Yoko Ono?
Yeah.
Because both of their hubbies died dramatically.
Well, yeah. Well, they think there are people out there that think they're the reason why they died, and they're the reason why they had like
falling out,
decline in success. Yeah. I just thought that was funny. But yeah, they're both still alive, and they're using their names to kind of live it up.
Yeah, I mean Yoko Ono's 90, so she's knocking on the doorstep. Courtney Love's only 58. She kind of looks like
really?
Yeah, Courtney Love kind of looks like a cracked out Cameron Diaz.
No, she does. I saw a picture of her, and I thought it was Cameron Diaz, but I was like, oh no. She looks like who's the girl that played Mary Jane and
the
Spider-Man
the OG Spider-Man. Yeah.
I don't know.
She also played Let Them Eat Cake girl, the Queen of France or whatever.
Never seen that.
Forget her fucking name. It's a good movie. It kind of shows like how their perspective of like the French Revolution and stuff. They literally just sit around and be rich and drink fancy wines and go to dinners and parties and eat cake. And then when tensions start rising,
it was Kirsten
like,
Dunst.
Let them eat cake.
It was MJ.
Yes. She was probably my first celebrity crush. Low key. Big Spider-Man guy, so you know.
Probably Raven. Oh no.
What happened? I see his glasses. Oh no.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on it. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing technical difficulties.
Just got
I feel like
sent to the
leaving
shadow
us all
realm.
in.
Hang on. How you guys doing?
Is this gonna be like one of those scary movies where like he turns on the light and there's something behind him?
Dude, that'd be insane. Get Jesse, Gannon, and just have him standing in the back.
Adrian, fuck. Why you gotta say shit like that, dude?
What you gotta say?
Now I gotta really think. Now I can't.
Is your room just completely dark?
Right, there's nothing behind you.
Wait, there's Funkos behind. he just starts lifting off, dude.
Did you guys see that? What happened to those people trying to record their podcast in a cafe?
Oh, I did, and that fucking car like slams into the window in the back of them.
Insane.
That's insane.
They got it all on camera.
That's definitely something to get a podcast ignited. Maybe we should do something like that.
No.
We need to have like a near-death experience. Gannon, get Jesse and just have it seem like he's breaking into the shop and like.
Here, I'll force a helicopter to fucking crash in the pool in my apartments.
We're all a part of the Illuminati, so we have connections, you know. So.
My connections have connections.
Yeah, and mine as well have connections as well.
No.
So it really
all-seeing eye.
It really threw me off. Right there with the light.
What did?
The light threw me off.
I'm sorry. I mean, what can we do to bring you back to the center of the universe?
Blowjob?
I mean, no. Hey, a good bagel.
Oh, this
with
is
cream cheese.
I just had
a bagel with cream cheese.
I just had that.
Really?
This morning. Yeah.
I can't do that. The second I have a bagel, I get obsessed with bagels, and I buy a bunch of bagels, and then I never eat.
You know what I just got?
After that,
I got mini chocolate chip bagels.
That sounds fucking good, dude. I'm starving, and that sounds delicious.
Yes. I want to get a
let's talk about anything but food right now.
Oh no, I am starving. I can eat a fucking rhino's ass right now.
I'm so hungry.
What? Why? No.
Pause. Like, come on. Anyways, I guess that's a good topic for this new segment that I came up with right before the podcast.
Where we eat rhino ass?
Yes.
No.
I mean, no.
But yes, Gannon. This is a segment dedicated to you. And all it is I ask you your opinion on a topic.
Okay.
That's like what we do all the time.
Well, not really. We typically, but this is more of like, it's like kind of something original.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an original topic. But this one, because I kind of thought of it on the spot, it's kind of out there. It's kind of being discussed. But my question to you is, how do you feel, or what age do you feel it is appropriate for a child to be on social media, or do you think they should be on social media at all?
I'd say like 13.
You think 13 is a good age?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get one. I don't think till about 16.
Yeah.
for actually. So
Well, I was 12 with a MySpace.
I feel with how the world is now and how treacherous some things can be, especially for childhood development in life. But unfortunately, I feel like a lot of it is driven with social media and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. So you think 13? I think that's a good age, and the reason why I bring it up is because they're thinking of passing laws to like make it illegal for a kid to have access to social media until the age of 13. Actually, it's crazy that you guessed that age because that's what they're proposing.
Yeah. It is.
Also, how do you feel about the ban on TikTok? They're thinking of banning TikTok.
It's going to be impossible to do.
I think so too.
Yeah, because a lot of people are getting paid from TikTok.
Yeah, and it's like a private public company. It's a company all in its own, and if you dissolve that company solely because I don't know the reasons. I think one of the reasons is because they're collecting like an unseemly amount of data that seems a little suspicious, but I think it's just because it's such a big fucking platform and it's the only thing that's being put on there is videos, and videos take up a lot of storage and data to just process in general. I think that's another reason because for the data to be collected like that. But another reason is because they think it's more like engaging with people with like topics, like important topics and what's going on in the world and stuff, like what happened in East Palestine. That wasn't getting any media coverage, but it was definitely being covered on TikTok. And I think politicians don't really like that. And Gen Z was one of the best, voting group in this past midterm election, and it was solely because of TikTok. So,
Adrian.
Yeah, why are you eating right now?
I told you guys I was hungry.
I'm fucking hungry too, but we got a job to do.
I can hear it.
You're over like we're watching you eat. That's not helping us at all.
Should inspire you.
And I just hear it too in the background. Just
yeah, I'm gonna have to mute your mic now. I'm gonna have to like do extra editing. Thanks a lot.
If I wasn't making your job harder, I wouldn't be doing my job properly.
Is that how you see it?
Well, that was not in the job description at all. Your job actually is to make our job easier, I believe. It's kind of the purpose.
Righto.
My job is to make others fail.
Is it?
Also, I just needed food. I was so hungry.
I'm fucking hungry too.
I'm glad you got your food, Adrian.
Yeah, thanks. While us over here are starving artists.
Okay, it's not like I had a 5-star meal in front of you guys. It was Pringles.
Yeah, but you got fucking Pringles.
I could see the Pringles. I could hear the Pringles, but I couldn't have.
It sounds so good.
Yeah.
I want it.
They were the wavy, scorching, hot, loaded nacho.
Oh god, I can't think of it right now. So you guys gonna watch Attack on Titan?
I have to. We still haven't finished season 4, so.
Well, I mean, it's technically season 4, it's the final season, but it's part 3, part 2.
Okay, well, we
part
haven't
3, part 1.
finished part 1.
What's the point of that?
So, it's bad marketing for one. So
Terrible.
the reason why it's like that. So season 1 came out. It was season 1. Season 2 didn't come out until 4 years after season 1, which is insane. I didn't even know that. And then season 3 came out like a year after season 2, and it was perfectly designed to be like that. And then when season 4 came, it became the final season because that's when everything started to wind down, or when the finale was going to start. And it made sense, so. But because animation takes a lot of fucking work and a lot of manpower, or people power, it takes a lot longer and it takes a lot more effort. And they didn't plan it, I guess, in the best way. So they did the initial season. They did the initial part 1 of the final season, and then they were like, then they announced it as part 2 of the final season, and that's coming out, and that already came out. Now they're doing a part 3 of the final season because they just couldn't get to everything, and now they're already in that, and then they already had plans of doing like an anime exclusive ending because that's they were wanting that. So now they're teasing that, and now they're still trying to finish Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3, part 2. It's just like very bad marketing because they marketed it as the final season, but they just weren't able to get it all done. So they have to keep pushing out these parts.
Kind of reminds me of how Demon Slayer does it. Like they're a lot more successful with how they do it. Like how season 1 was just season 1, and then season 2 was the movie, and then the Entertainment District arc, and now we have the Swordsmith Village movie, which is probably going to get adapted into a season 3, like first part, and then we're going to get the Hashira training arc as the rest of season 3, how season 2 was. It's kind of weird, but I get it because
this is why My Hero is superior.
The Mugen train wasn't that long, so yeah, put it into a movie. Same with Swordsmith Village; it's not a very long arc, so just put it into a movie.
Well, the Swordsmith Village is kind of a lengthier arc, but they're only doing the intro to the Swordsmith Village. This is what I've heard. The movie it's a recap of the end of the entertainment arc. So you're going to see Tengen and that one demon fight at the very end again, which is going to be fucking sick. But then you have like the first 2 episodes of the Swordsmith Village, which is just getting to the Swordsmith Village.
Which is still weird, but I mean, it still kind of works, yeah. I guess. I don't really know.
I think it's going to be cool, but I don't know why they're making it into a movie, because it's like it's part of one season and you're just adding a couple episodes of a new season into it.
One Piece does it better.
And it's, debatable.
20 plus years, they are doing it correct.
I'm going to get you guys on right now, though. Hell's Paradise, it's about to come out. Mappa's animating it. I just got the manga for it, and it's a mature manga, so you can't read it on the Viz app. You have to read it on the...
I can feel like a big boy.
You have to read it on the website.
Oh. I'm going to be reading
and
bad
it's coming
words.
out anime. I just got the manga, and it's sick. You guys would love it.
I've actually been watching a little more Overlord. It's been getting a little interesting.
Overlord's...
I've been trying to...
Like that.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying Overlord's like that.
It's pretty good.
I've been rewatching, or I'm just trying to finish Cowboy Bebop. I haven't been able to.
Is that why you stopped watching My Hero?
I just don't want to watch the festival arc. I don't care. I just
like
want
5-6 episodes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm trying to find a point to skip it.
Let me prove you wrong.
And it looks all like the festival shit. And I'm just like, I don't want to watch that.
For the singing and stuff?
I think so. I think that's the point where I'm at.
Right after the Overhaul?
Yeah, it's right after Overhaul.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes. It is 6 episodes.
It's 6 episodes. Why do they need 6 episodes?
And half of it is Deku fighting a villain. I mean...
But see, you're going to hate me. I don't care.
Wait, is it the
criminal? I don't care.
Yeah, Gentle Criminal.
The Gentle Criminal? Bro, what?
That fight's actually kind of good.
That's where Deku hones his, attack, bro. The air
shots.
I just...
Bruh.
you're gonna hate me. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting My Hero. I get it, but I'm not liking it. I'm watching it, and it feels like a chore, and I feel like if an anime's feeling like that to me, it's not a vibe for me.
Simpleton is how we would describe
I
that.
think it's just everyone.
Well, okay.
Everyone just has different flavors. Because that's how I feel with Attack on Titan.
Okay. I mean, that's how you guys are with One Piece too. So
I'm trying to watch One Piece. It's just
I want to watch
it's
One Piece.
a lot.
It's just it's a lot of dedication, and I haven't even been playing Hogwarts, and I haven't even made it to the part where you get forbidden spells.
I got one forbidden spell.
I haven't made it there either.
I want Imperio, and that's all.
I think I'm about to get Imperio, but I kind of like that quest.
For Crucio?
I guess if you guys aren't on it.
I've seen it yet.
Yeah. It's like Sebastian. You gotta kind of team up with Sebastian, but it's like kind of cool because you're learning about the secrets of Salazar Slytherin.
Sebastian's my dude. I done told him everything. I picked him for the dueling every time.
He sucks at fucking fighting though.
Yeah,
I take him on my dueling shit.
I picked the other girl. I picked the girl. What's her name?
I picked Sebastian and I just did all the work.
Yeah, Sebastian sucks at fighting. I didn't pick the girl to go with me to Hogsmeade.
Oh, Chase, I got a question.
I think I picked the girl. Yeah,
because you're a Ravenclaw, right, in the game. Does it have Sebastian in your house, or is he a Slytherin?
No, Sebastian's still Slytherin.
Okay. So in the beginning,
everybody's still
In the beginning, when you first get into your house and it has you like talk to people in your like common room, who was I guess it had to have been different than who I talked to.
Yes, it's different people. Shiloh also, she's in Gryffindor and she talked to different people. She talked to Gareth Weasley. I think you might have seen him.
Yeah, in the potions
class
yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
Okay, because I had talked to Sebastian, Imelda, and someone else.
Yeah. The people I had to talk to, I'm not going to lie, they're fucking squares. I wanted to fight every single one of them. I was like, you guys are fucking pretentious assholes.
That's your pupils. That's you Ravenclaws.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm starting to think, I'm like, maybe I didn't do the fucking quiz right, you know? Like,
no, you're a square.
I got Ravenclaw multiple times. I deleted my account multiple times to redo it, because I initially got Gryffindor when I did it, like, years and years ago. Mm-hmm. I got Gryffindor, and I was so pissed off when I redid it, and I got Ravenclaw. I was like, fuck, you know? So I kept redoing it to see if I could try and get Gryffindor. I never got Gryffindor any of those times I redid it. I got Ravenclaw more times out of them all, and then I got Slytherin a couple times. And then I got Hufflepuff 1, and I wanted to, like, end it all.
I think that's the universe telling you that you are a Ravenclaw, and you are a square amongst squares, whereas we are circles amongst circles. So ain't nothing straight about us.
I like the idea of, like, just because we're not fucking British. We're not a part of the EU, you know. So like the American Wizarding Academy sounds like our alley, and I feel like we could definitely spice it up. We could come up with the houses. We can
use a deer?
Yeah, dude, that would be fucking sick.
Yeah. Bald eagle house.
A fucking eagle, a deer, a bear. I feel like would be a nice one.
I was gonna say that.
What would be the fourth one?
Well, we got a bear, we got an eagle. What was the first one?
A deer, a bear, and an eagle.
A horse.
Well, I feel like that we should really think about what each house would be like, you know, and then kind of have the symbol.
A gopher.
Of each, what would make sense, you know?
Gopher. That would be like.
A buffalo would be cool.
Well, you gotta have something like a Hufflepuff adjacent, you know? You gotta be adjacent to Hufflepuff.
What about a fish, you know? Like, what about, like, if, like, there's no fish? Like a shark?
Like a carp.
Dude, we got Shark Week. We fucking love sharks in America.
I hate sharks.
Or dolphin? I like dolphins.
That would represent...
Well, see, you want to be a part of the shark one. You would be... or dolphin. You would be grizzly bear or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like this idea. I feel like if we workshop it, maybe bring Trey in because he already beat the game, right?
Yeah.
Or instead of a dolphin, why not like a rattlesnake?
He's pretty. I think he's closer to 100%.
Well, they already have snakes. Yeah, he did 100%. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. He
posted a picture.
100% of the collections. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess that's like everything. So I think he did.
Yeah, I think everything's tied into that.
That's crazy. That's dedication.
Yeah, I like where we're going with this. I feel like if we brainstorm it a little more, we can turn this into something. JK, don't come after us. You suck.
Yeah, eat a bag of dicks, you
We
bitch.
turn into something original, I think.
Yeah, we could. But, anyways, guys, we're at an hour.
Yeah.
How are we feeling?
I'm toasty.
I'm feeling like you can find us on all streaming platforms. I'm talking YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We also have our Patreon going on for only $3 a month.
Only $3.
Only $3 a month. On there, you can find our Death Our Friend that needs to be worked on. There's also our next caller special. More specials to come. Coming, always coming.
Mm.
We have a new episode coming out for next caller too. We have it recorded and just need it edited.
Coming.
Yeah. It's real.
Coming all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Never stops.
All right. Well, yeah. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to say?
I don't know. I think we done said it all.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Me
yeah.
too.
Sorry.
I'm really thinking
Sorry.
about no, don't. I'm right there with you.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna end it right here. Adrian, send us off.
Well, that is all the time we have, you lovely listeners. I am the amazing disembodied voice behind the camera, Adrian.
And I am Chase.
And I was and will always be Gannon. Love yourself.
Good night, everyone.
Peace out. Love ya.